you believe you've lost that game?
Yeah, to be fair, I can. Yeah, I think the first 25 minutes we were very good. We were at it, and then we just, for whatever reason, come off the ball and gave them away into the game. And then obviously the first goal has come from a penalty. I think it was a penalty, watching it in real life. But we didn't really bounce back from the disappointment, if I'm honest with you. And then we have had a good chance to go and win the game with Rubes. Obviously hasn't scored, but still that's what happens. And whether it's a lapse of concentration, not tracking runners, or both, or whatever, for whatever reason, they've obviously gone and scored the winner. So at the end of the day, we've got to dust ourselves down and get ready to go again.
They made a half-time substitution with Liam McAlinden. Obviously you would have played at Cheltenham. It looked from up in the commentary box that he had a pretty profound impact on the game. Yeah,
well, obviously he'd have had his tail up because he'd have had a point to prove coming back to a club where it didn't work out for him, and rightly so, that's going to happen. So I thought he'd done well when he came on, which is not a good reflection on myself and boiling rags. So like I said, that performance is gone. Really.
Is this going to be something that the team will learn from?
Absolutely, the basics, the fundamentals, and what we normally do so well at. We didn't do well in the second half. Really, they had a couple good chances which they probably should have scored from. Like I said before about disappointments and stuff, we didn't deal with it very well. Conceded the penalty. The penalty's been conceded. Just get on with it and go again. So that's got to be the mentality really. Once you have a disappointment, is learn how to deal with it very fast.
And a little bit un-Cheltenham-like, given the resilience you've shown in the first couple of games.
Yeah. Like I said, it's hard to put a finger on it. We've let them get their tails up, and they've punished us, which is disappointing. It's. But what we'll do is, we are an honest group. We are good at what we normally do. So. We will bounce back, and I'm sure you'll see a much better performance.
Clearly, you're in a team where a lot of people have been predicting good things this season. Is, in some respects, something that you'll be able to sit and say, we can't take anything for granted, because people might be saying it was Morecambe at home and we should be winning?
Listen, you're going to get that all the time. I get mates texting me, the usual rubbish saying, fancy you today, whatever, and texting back saying it's never going to be an easy game, no chance. So like I said, the first 25 minutes we were brilliant. We'd done the right things. As soon as we scored the goal, for whatever reason, mentality, don't think it can be nerves, but we just went away from what we were doing well. So all we can do now is look at that and see where we can learn from it and go again.
Is it a different kind of pressure this season, where after last season's overall terrific season, people have been expecting great things from Cheltenham, which perhaps hasn't happened here for a number of years?
I don't think that's the case on the inside. Last year we had our goals, we had our targets, and this year we got exactly the same. We have to work towards them. We have to play. We have to think forwards, not backwards. I don't really think you have pressure in every game, whether you're bottom of the league playing against top of the league or vice versa. So I don't necessarily think that's the thing. I think if you're top of the league and you're kind of running away with it and teams are chasing you, you're looking over your shoulder a bit, that's completely different. But that is not the case. It's we have this mentality that we bang on about, and we do it week in, week out. There's going to be moments, there's going to be blips where you switch off for whatever reason, or someone else switches off, and obviously we'd be punished for that today. So it's I don't think it's anything to worry about. Like I said, we work hard. We do work hard. We have a structure. So it's just about getting back out on the pitch and doing it.
And after a day like today, does it make you all the more keen to get out back again on Tuesday night? Yeah, when you lose a game, you just want to play again and rectify it. Whatever game that is. So. There's nothing worse than having a big break between a defeat and the next game, because you just end up mulling over it a bit more and overthinking it sometimes, rather than just getting back to what you're good at and going. Have you played at Millwall very often?
Never played there actually. It'll be a first. So I'm sure the fans not being there might be a bit of a difference. But no, it's a cup game. It's a free hit in some ways. We will go and do what we did against Peterborough and do what we do well. So, looking forward to it.
Does it, in even the first couple of weeks of the season, just show the highs and lows of football? This time last week, going to Peterborough, where a League One team right to the top and coming away, and then today, a bit of a sucker punch at home. It just show the type of game football is.
Yeah, I just think that's the season. That's football in general, isn't it? You have highs and lows in a game. You have highs and lows throughout the season. That is football. 1 minute you win a game, you feel on top of the world. You go home, everything feels good. You don't feel like you're aching as much. You go home, you lose. You feel rubbish. You feel more tired. You're aching and whatever. So that's just football. That's just life. And like I said before, all you've got to do is just dust yourself down and get on with it and go again.